What a last couple of weeks it has been. I've had one of the best fortnights in trading in a long time, and a lot of other people have messaged me saying the same thing. Just said that the last 2 weeks has been phenomenal. So hopefully you guys have been able to capitalize on well. What I'll do is I'll go over a few of the things from the last couple of videos, and then let you know if there's any other opportunity that might be arising as well. So lithium in particular is one that I talked about, and we had our change of market structure on our massive bullish divergence, like I talked about, and the lithium ETF has just been going absolutely ballistic. And we have broken some very key levels now. You know, we had the very nice change of market structure here, but the fact that we have now even broken through this level is a huge, beautiful sign that we are starting to really break down after this falling wedge. Okay, so we're getting up to the target, which will be up here soon. Then what I want to see it do is I want to see this resistance flip back to support. See how we had all that buying there? I want to see that buying come back again. If it does break below there, it's not a deal breaker as long as we really don't go back below kind of this kind of zone here. So I don't, all these buyers in here, I want to see the buyers come back in. So if we come back down, as long as we're not going below that kind of zone and we start to really, not go past our 618, then we'll be all right. But that's a really massive move. But volume's confirming it. It's all looking good. And this is what happens in spaces that have been shorted a lot. When they eventually flip, you not only have the buyers coming in, but you also have the old short sellers having to cover their shorts. So they just absolutely pop. And lithium, as you know, has been shorted to the shit house for quite a while. And as you know, I was one of the very rare people that was very bearish on it at the top when everyone was really bullish, and now everyone's kind of capitulated now, and that's when I'm buying. And that's what I always say. You've got to remember that big money loves what you hate, okay? And they hate what you love. So when you all love something, they're getting out of it. When you all hate something, they're getting into it. And you've always got to have that mindset to look there. So when you're seeing people starting to capitulate all over social media on something, time to get in. When you're seeing people crazy and raving about it, doesn't mean it's time to get out, but it's time to be cautious and look for those signals of weakness and times to get out. All right, so lithium from there, as I talked about last week, CXO on the big picture was bouncing off the 618. So at the moment, we did break through our market structure here. So I'm on that one with a stop loss below. We'll see how that one goes. It's really early days, but like I talked about, this was the big major fib retracement 618 from the log. All right, so that one's done well. SYA as well, as I posted on social media, broke through here. Again, I took an entry on that one here with a stop loss below as well. Just waiting for this to break out of the falling wedge here as well. But it's looking pretty decent. Just want to see a bit more volume coming here. But I do like that, we had our double blinkers on, bullish divergence. So yeah, taking a position on that one. I think it was 26. So on that one, and just waiting for it to continue there as well. Min has been going ballistic, and this is the one that big money loves. So if lithium turns, they start flying into this one, and this one's up from $30 up to 53. So for a large cap, that's a phenomenal move. NEO over in America has broken through its double bottom here on bullish divergent. Beautiful volume coming in. At the moment, this one's still looking good and heading for that $8 to $11 zone up here. And we'll see how we go there. I do like that it's starting to get, well, it's not yet, but it will if we can get through here. So I want to see this support break and get through. That would be a really good sign. If not, maybe you'll get a retrace if you're lucky. If you get that, that'll be a good chance to get a break and retest. NVX was one that I did a massive video on. Spent about 10 minutes on it. Still looking phenomenally good. Still up as long as it's above 60 cents, still good. And as long as you can see here, those buyers came back in here, so that's good. So resistance has flipped to support, and we're still looking good here as well. So yeah, NVX is still looking quite nice as well. Another one which I posted about was PLL. And when I posted it was here, and I said, come back down and break through, and that's what we've done. And this one's just absolutely taken off. Looking really good, getting quite extended now, and it will come up towards its target up around here soon. But that's been a really nice move. 13 up to, you've nearly doubled your money on that one. And again, beautiful bullish signals coming into the bottom of that falling wedge there. PLS. All right, again, nice bullish divergence off your low there. You've got to wonder why those buyers came back in here, why they didn't start selling there, now why that's been flipped there. So PLS is looking like it's put its bottom in. Finally got down to its targets of low twos. That was my bullish target on PLS. It seems like it's gone there. Haven't got put in a full reversal yet, but it's looking pretty good. I really want to see it get back through all this. If we can get back through here, then we're starting to look really good, because then you'll start to see what are we doing? Breaking declines, breaking back through. Got to get back through that 350, 360 to really confirm it. But some nice, really early warning signals there that the reversal's in. Another one to keep an eye on is IGO. Here as well. You can see here, you've had a nice little break and retest here. So old support, come through, back up, now comes support again. So while we're above this 550, extremely bullish. And yeah, could be got nice bullish signals here. We just need it to continue up from here as well. But I really want to see it get back through there. We get back through there, again, that'll be your sign, because then you'll start to break some really key levels. Then you'll be breaking your decline, getting back through this support. Then we're looking for much bigger upside then. Okay, NMT has started to retrace. So like I talked about, we don't know if it's just been a zag or not. It has rejected out of there. So now, like I talked about, it didn't hold the very strong one. It has to hold here now. Okay, so it looks like it is right now holding up a bit. We want to see it bounce off here. Could be a beautiful entry right now if you're looking for a break and retest. So yeah, must hold this zone now on NMT. Looking at the one I ended last week, EIQ, talked about at the end of the last video last Tuesday to get in on the break and retest. Hopefully you guys were looking at that. So remember, I was on the weekly and I talked about that I was buying on that day, so on the Tuesday, and that was that here. Okay, so I got an entry there at, I can't remember if it was 19 or 20 cents, but on that retest there, and now we're starting to take off. So this one's looking really good. Phenomenal, big move, consolidation, and now breakout with a breakout and a retest. So EIQ looking very strong and looking good. I think they're in for FDA approval any day. So that could be the catalyst, which will send it up as well. So definitely, hopefully you jumped on that one, and because it's gone into a trading halt now. So hopefully it's good news. Hopefully it goes from there, and hopefully you got on it. DVP still looking good. Broke up from here. Still looking very good here in the nice breakout. This resistance is becoming support. So looking very good. I just want to see it now get through this level here. So my stop's below here, $1.88. As long as it's above there, I've got absolutely nothing to worry about. So still very early days, but some very, very good signs that one's bottom there as well. Looking at TOE, we still have our reversal in place at the moment. Okay, so you can see here still our double bottom. We want to make sure, like I said here, come down here, maybe do something like that, and then go up. So as long as it doesn't go off the zag zone here, then we're okay. All right, so TOE's still looking all right. This here is coming down lower in volume. That's nice. As you can see, volume on there, lower in volume here. That's fine. We just want to see it now put in a higher low and get through there, and that will confirm the reversal then. Okay, because right now we've had, that could just be an ABC. We need to see the high low come in, which I'll be looking around this kind of zone here, and that 25 26, and then hopefully from there we start to take out the high here at 31. I added MGX into my long-term dividend portfolio, so I'll just show you why I did. So from here, and again, this is where knowing Elliott waves really helps. You can see here that we've had 1, 2, 3 move down, 1, 2, 3 move up, 1, 2, 3 move down, and then this is a triangle, and then you 1, 2, 3. So this is what's called a WXYZ. So you've had W, it's moved in 3, 3 up, 3 back down, then your triangle, and then now your Z. One thing I always like to look for is a triangle, because when a triangle happens, you get your final actionary wave down. Okay, this move here in particular, you can see has come down there on bullish divergence on lower in volume as well. So bullish divergence off the volume and the RSI. Okay, so then from there, what I did was saw that, and then I took an entry off the change in market structure on the daily right here. So change in market structure on bullish divergence. I've taken entry there with a stop below. So yeah, that's my nice little gap down. So if we start to come back up, then you've got to make the question, hang on, that's supposed to be so bad. Why has it come back up and filled that gap? So very early days, just wanted to show you how I can sometimes find these long-term bottoms. MGX, like a PE ratio of 4, pays a 5% dividend. To me, it's a no-brainer to add it into the long term here. Let it give me growth and pay me dividend along the way. Even if we get back up to these tops here, you're looking at a 4, 5x on top of a 5% dividend along the way as well. So yeah, very, very early days. I need to see, that's the daily change market structure. I need to see it come up and put in a high low on the weekly. And if we do that, then new beauty. But to me, that's looking like the correction's over. Axe is another one that I actually, it was just by luck, not luck, but I planned it out. But I had a limit order in from the gap fill, and it filled at 19 cents. So this has come down and changed market structure off here, back through support resistance. Volume's quite confirming it. Really early days though, and I've actually just going to raise my stop to the break. So then it's just a free trade, but just so you know, I've jumped in on that one, mostly because of the theme of the sector as well. All the graphite miners and that are really starting to, and lithium are really starting to turn around. So that's come down and filled that gap now. So we'll see how we go off nice bullish divergence there. Another one of my faves is TLG. Hasn't put in a reversal yet, but similar thing to MGX and the fact that you've got your triangle at the end, A, B, C, D, E. Triangles happen for the last actionary wave. So what I'm looking for in TLG is this to get up here, get back through there. You then have to beg the question, why has that support turned into resistance? And then why has it changed market structure back through? So if TLG gets back through there, huge buy. Final move down. Yeah, very, very good graphite play as well. So yeah, keep an eye on that one if it gets back through that kind of 40-cent zone there as well. Hydrogen is really catching my eye here. Okay, hydrogen here. Looking like we're putting an inverse head and shoulders. I want to see it get back through here, back through the support resistance. I'm getting my bullish divergences in here. If you look at the Australian one, HGEN, same thing. Seeing the same thing here. Got bullish divergence of our last lows. I want to see it get back through this support resistance. If we do that, boom, we have started to get back through our key levels. That then is a liquidity grab. Okay, most bottoms happen on a liquidity grab. What they do is they come down, get all the stops, they get accumulated and come back up. They're always things that I look for. Then I look for the signals to see if they show that, and I can see bullish divergence, volume's not confirming that low, momentum's not confirming that low. So all I need to see is the market structure tell me it's also not confirming it, and boom, I've got a bottom, stop loss below. Easy as that. Exactly how I found the bottom on lithium. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on hydrogen here as well. SYR is looking quite good. I want this to turn into, you can see it's in this falling wedge pattern. I want to see right now, you can see this support right here. I'm looking for it to break up through here. So I want to see it do something like that, get through here. And that'll be, look, I know Vanguard has took a 5% position very, very recently, so they've loaded up. I love it when I see big money buying, when I'm seeing bullish signals on the technicals as well. And we are pretty much back down to COVID lows here, showing some signs of life. So I just need to see this break up, this falling wedge, to show me that we are bottoming here as well. QPM, when I pointed out, well, that same thing, it's bouncing up to fib 618. I just want to see it start to get back through here. Still waiting. Again, this support is becoming resistance. We get back through, change the market structure off the key level. Keep an eye on that QPM still as well. A couple of silver players, USL, still looking good. Looking at the weekly here, you can see here, again, higher low. It's still in its bullish market structure. Volume still confirming the move. Still looking very good here as well. So USL is still on, looking very good. BRN was actually one that we jumped on a couple of weeks ago. So this was, again, I wasn't even looking at it, but luckily another student pointed it out to me, and I was like, shit, you're right. It has put in at least a bottom here. So here, support, resistance, change the market structure back through. So I took an entry here at, I think it was 19 cents, stop loss below. It's volume starting to come back in. I like how this move down here came down on lower in volume, getting the bullish divergences off the low here. So yeah, very early days, but yeah, we're in here from 19 cents, doing quite well, up about 50% so far. I just need to make sure it stays above here. So as you can see, resistance is becoming support right now. So yeah, I'm hoping it kind of pulls back a bit more and does something like that, and then goes. If it does that, you beauty. That is this resistance becoming support again and going. But yeah, keep an eye on brain chip there. Could be one that's showing some good signs of life as well. HM1 still doing well. Like I said, it's not gonna blow up your portfolio or anything, but nice safe play at the moment. Resistance, breakthrough support, took the entry here, and we're still doing quite well on that one. So it's up about 15%. Nice slow burner there. But yeah, nice and safe. Another little tiny lithium miner, AZL, is showing a bit of life down here right now as well. So you can see here, come down, possible double bottom, getting your bullish divergences. Volume didn't confirm that last move down from there to there. So it's hard to get an exact read on these tiny little miners, but yeah, it's definitely showing some little signs of life here. So could be starting to pivot off here. Don't know anything about the FA or anything on this one at all, but some definitely little bullish signals. And it's, yeah, like I said, it's really hard to pinpoint entries on these tiny little micro cap ones. CHN is still doing extremely well. It's up off here as well, but we need it to get back through this $1.84. That's the level that we're looking for here. So it's been an absolute ripper at the moment. It's up nearly double from the lows here, but need to get above here to get your double bottom, which you can see it loves a nice double bottom. So hopefully it's doing the same thing again. And I'm just going to leave you with chart of the week, which is DMP, Domino's Pizza. So this is one that, as you guys know, tracking. So I did a couple of jokes about it and stuff, that it's bottoming. As you can see here, had a nice, beautiful falling wedge broken out of. Okay. What really interests me here is this, is that we had this massive gap down here, which is supposed to be extremely bad news. And it gapped down and went straight into a falling wedge accumulation zone. So what that tells me is that that bad news there was actually already priced in from that bad news there. Okay. Because what happens is these things all eventually start getting priced in. So massive there, it had its first bad news here, gap down. Okay. What then happens is, as soon as that, they start forecasting what they think will happen, and they start already forecasting the bad news. Then here, same thing, earnings again. They forecasted not bad enough, and it's like, oh crap, and it keeps going and keeps going. Then eventually it gets to a point where you're like, actually the forecast was not as bad. What I noticed on this one is that gap down there and we start moving to this falling wedge, if you then start to really unpack what's going on there, this is where really knowing your gaps is really important. So from there, you can see here, massive gap down there. And you've got to ask yourself, well, hang on, if that's so bad, why did it gap down and then straight away turn into a double bottom reversal? Okay, and if you start going into it there, this last final one here, exhaustion gap. Okay, this is where, again, gap down there, then another gap down where then it dropped, 32 down to 28, about 10% move. Why did that get eaten up straight away? That's writing off that bad news. Okay, then again, exhaustion gap, writing it right off. Now we're coming back and filling this gap. So this is the chart telling you all this bad news is getting priced in. Now on top of that, what you've got is a double bottom reversal on bullish divergence, and now volume really stepping in, buying up on this move here. Okay, so now if we zoom out, I want to unpack the chart even more. So now what I see is this is a major support. Now what I'm seeing is, well, hang on. If we broke this major support, this thing should be falling off a cliff, not going into a falling wedge and a double bottom. This is what's called a liquidity grab, most likely. Okay, so right now it's in. If we can get back above here and get through this zone, then there's your textbook liquidity grab. And this is how markets work. They take out the highs and then they take out the lows and grab the liquidity. Okay, so show you a perfect example of it. Northern Star. It's how I got Northern Star down at $6. So here, picture that you're here now on Domino's. Major support. We come down. So then you've got to ask yourself, why does it change market structure back through that major resistance? And that's your massive sign that the bottom's in. Okay, and the same thing, you get your bullish divergence on that to show that it's a liquidity grab as well. Okay, and this is how you can get these major bottoms looking at these kind of things. All right, so this is what I think is happening on Domino's right now. I've got all the blinkers telling me it's happening. I just need the price action to fully confirm it. I've got the double bottom down here, but I need it to get back through here. I'm on, but I just need it to confirm before I can sit back and relax. All right, so going back to Domino's now, that is what we're looking at, is that we've got this major support. We've come down, put in a double bottom. We've got our blinkers on. Okay, you can see here, come down and lower in volume, bullish divergence. All the signs are there that it's a bottom. I just need it to actually tell me that it's in. So what I've done is taken an entry, and a couple of my students have got an even better entry. They got in here off that double bottom and put a stop loss below. I've got in on this pullback here. Okay, so the double bottom, break and retest. So I'm on there right now. I'm giving it some breathing room. I'm going to have my stop down here, but everything's looking quite good in that right now. Just want to see if it can start to get back up. All right, so chart of the week looks phenomenal. Again, is Domino's going to be here in 5-10 years time? Yes. Is Domino's a bit of a recession-proof stock? Yes. $5 pizzas. If you're, me and my wife joke all the time that it's cheaper to eat takeaway than it is to cook our meals right now. It's crazy. The amount of time that you put in, and that's it. And that's what will happen when we start to get into that kind of environment. Up at 170, down at $30, massive move down. Domino's ain't going nowhere. Just looking to see if that liquidity grab will come back through there. So keep an eye on that. Hope this helps, guys. Hope you like the video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.